Characters. The characters are often aged 10 to 20, and this determines the issue and themes. For example, by having this age range offers the audience to witness their progression from childhood to becoming a teenager and soon entering the adult world. The protagonist develops as the storyline progresses. This is often shown as in coming of age films. For example, we get to witness how the character grows up and we get to witness this on screen. Some of the themes faced by the characters are parent and child relationship, usually conflict between the characters. They may have to overcome a problem, perhaps a relationship problem, and there are usually no antagonists, but if there are, it's usually a male. The camera work is often a point of view, as it's used to enable the audience to understand what the protagonist is going through. The dolly and track is also often used to follow the protagonist's journey as they grow up. Sound. Coming of age films are usually depend on the era that they are in and what type of music the character listens to. These are played in bedrooms, public places, and usually set in the scene. Usually sets the scene or mood of the protagonist. These sounds can be played diegetically on radios, phones, etc., and non-diegetically. Mise en scène. Props are usually guns, knives, drugs, alcohol, mobile phones. Settings: hospitals, cities, police station, council estate, a flat, school. Lightings are usually low-key, but this depends on the theme used. So if there was to be a uplifting theme, it would be high-key lighting. These are all similar to social realist films. However, there is a strong distinctive line between a coming-of-age film and a social realist film, where a coming-of-age film, you witness a journey, you witness someone growing up. However, social realist films witnesses everyday problems, but this can also be seen in coming of age films. However, it's more focused on one protagonist rather than a society as a whole. Editing. Parallel editing shows two sides of a story and the progression from the past to the future. For example, a voiceover could be used for a protagonist to reflect upon the past. Jump cuts are used to build up the excitement and speed of the situation, especially in the genre where you have to identify the journey of a protagonist through the years. Therefore, by using a jump cut helps speed up the time process rather than obviously watching them grow up every second of their lives. Plot. The plot is often realistic as the protagonist faces realistic everyday challenges and problems. For example, for a child, it may be going to school and facing the problem of bullying. A relationship usually breaks down. The death and illnesses occur very often. Characters tend to learn a life lesson. This is shown through us watching them grow up on screen and face their everyday problems. The hero or heroine always comes out victorious at the end, as there is a character realization. The plot is often negative focused, for example, drugs, violence, illnesses. This is quite similar to social realist films. However, coming of age films tend to focus on one protagonist and their life journey. Themes in coming of age films. Usually there are multiple storylines. It could be about virginity or pregnancy, home life, relationships, friendships, psychological loss of innocence of the protagonist, confrontation of the adult world, moral changes, individual needs and deserves versus external pressures and expectations of society's norms, failures and disappointment. This is effective as it would be relatable to certain audiences who can familiarize themselves with themes or characters of coming of age films. These themes are conventional as it often shows how life isn't so easy and protagonists go through these life-changing journeys which everyone else goes through, therefore it being relatable for the target audience.